Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at the best Pokémon TCG products that you can be picking up right now. Although when I say right now, I really mean right now, or not too far in the future. And I want to start off, like I always do, by having a look at collectors. And I'm going to give a weirder one here, at least in the realm of what I usually give for collectors, and that is the Crown Zenith Special Illustration Rare Collections. There's one featuring Greninja, and one featuring Kingdra, and they feature two of the best promos we've ever seen. They are very much in Japanese style. They look like traditional Japanese art, and they are absolutely ridiculously stunning. I'm a huge fan of these, and I think you all should be picking them up. The reason why they're a little bit weirder than what I usually suggest, these are not that expensive. They're like $30 products. Usually when I'm telling you what to get for collectors, I'm usually telling you about slightly more expensive products, ones that are really going to jump out on the shelf. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you look at what just come out or coming out in the next few weeks, these come out on August the 2nd, there's nothing I think that's coming out from a collectability standpoint that is as cool as these. I have no idea if they're going to jump in value or make you money as an investment or any of that rubbish. I just think they are absolutely full-on, over-the-top stunning. And for that reason, I think that if you're looking for something cool to pick up as a collector, I really do think this is the thing to go for. Also, it's a little bit boring, but I'm going to go there anyway. The Iono Premium Tournament Collection. It's got full art Iono in it. And frankly, that's amazing. It's still readily available. It's not sold out super duper ridiculously quickly, but it's an Iono product that's got an Iono full art in and some other promos, and it's just a very cool product featuring an extremely popular character. And this is another one that I think in the future, if you've got a version of this lying around, if you've got one of these in your sealed collection, you're gonna feel pretty gosh darn happy about it. Now, one of the questions I get most often is, Wassy, I want to learn to play, my kids want to learn to play, what do I use? My answer is the Battle Academy. We got a new one of these coming out, and actually they're not terrible for regular fans because there are free exclusive EXs in there. There are free EXs in here that you don't find anywhere else. So that's kind of cool. They're not great, although one of them is a Pikachu, it's still not great, but it does at least have exclusive EXs in. And this is basically the Pokémon TCG reimagined as a board game. 3 decks that don't deal with weakness or resistance, and they're playable out the box, and you just go for it. No deck building, no buying loads of packs or any of that. You just go for it. And I do think that makes a big difference. It's a cool way to learn to play the game. And if you want to go further than that, EX decks, like the new Victini and Miraidon ones, for instance, although there are a bunch of different ones out there. And essentially what the EX decks are beginner level decks that have an EX in, which is just nice, and they're just playable out the box. Now here you need to be a little careful about weakness. If you're just learning the game, trying to get 2 decks that hit for weakness does become a little bit of a pain, frankly. I'll give you that. But other than that, it's just a way to expand. The Battle Academy gives you 3 decks to play with. That's rather lovely. But then from here, you can use EX decks and just go absolutely nuts. As always, I'm a fan of the Lucario and the Ampharos and the Greninja, but mostly just because they have exclusive EXs that can't be found in other products, although the Greninja is the same one that you get the special illustration rare of in the product I showed you a second ago, so I suppose it is available elsewhere now. And it's just a way to expand this up, have a whole bunch of decks, and just play on rotation. Hopefully one day you get to the point where you want to be building decks, but you don't need to, and that's kind of the point. Now, if you want to go a bit further and you want to learn to play competitively, I'm afraid this is the same advice I always give you, but I don't see it changing anytime soon. League Battle decks. The League Battle decks are absolutely ridiculous products. They are stunning, ridiculous, over-the-top products. They are among the best products that Pokemon have ever produced, and they just basically can't be beaten. These are tournament-level decks. The most recent one, for instance, is Gardevoir, although the Miraidon one is also pretty good. And what you've got here are basically tournament-level decks that are basically, they're good enough that you can go to limitlesscg.com where they post a bunch of deck lists from winning decks. They have tournament results in there. It's great. And find a Gardevoir or Miraidon list. Make a few little changes to your League Battle deck, buy a few singles, and you've legitimately got a high-level tournament-ready deck out the box. Well, nearly out the box. Like I say, you probably will have to buy a couple of singles, but it's absurd. It is such a ridiculously cheap way to get to being able to play competitively. It's absurd. It's unbeatable. If you want to learn to play competitively, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But let's say you do know how to play the game, but let's say you're a kid. What do you want to go and get for kids? And there is, I think, a really good answer right now, and it is the upcoming collector chest. I think the collector chest is fantastic, and I think this is going to be really, really good. If you're looking for a present for kids, this is awesome. Because first of all, it comes in like a full-on lunchbox, right? And kids love that. And I know this because I have kids, and whenever I buy a collector's chest, they steal the lunchbox. I can promise you they love them. But then you get a bunch of other stuff. You get 2 foil promos, so you get guaranteed foil cards. Kids love that. You get a bunch of packs to open, but then you get stuff that, you know, your regular players aren't going to love. Like, I don't personally want sticker sheets. 1 card, binders, portfolios are not really that great for actually keeping your collection in, and giant coins are fun, but you don't know what to do with them. And all of these things are the kind of things my kids will always steal from me when I buy these kind of products. 1 card binders, great for smaller hands. Stickers, wonderful. And the coins, I still don't know exactly what they do with them, but I know my kids steal mine. I think if you're looking for a present for kids, this is absolutely unbeatable. But it's not the cheapest thing ever. It'll set you back $30. If you're looking for something cheaper, mini tins. Mini tins are always a good shout. It doesn't really matter which mini tins you get. Again, you get a little tin that kids will love, and you get 2 packs. You're only paying $10. But I think maybe Paldean Fates are a good one to go for, because the pull rates in Paldean Fates of all the shinies, etc., are just a little bit higher. But again, it doesn't really matter which ones you go for. And I'm going to end like I always end, on a Wassy pick, and I'm going to give you a couple of Japanese products that I think are particularly good. They're ones that I have picked up. They're sitting in my house right now, because again, they're a Wassy pick. It'd be weird if I gave you a Wassy pick that I hadn't picked up myself. Starting off with the Jumbo Ogerpon Mask of Change box. I love this. I think this is fantastic. It gets you, weirdly, the same promo as we get in the Elite Trainer box, that exact same promo, but also a jumbo version of it. And that's kind of special because, frankly, Japan doesn't get many jumbo cards. So you've got that little unique aspect going on. You then get yourself promo versions of, like I say, the regular Ogerpon, but also a foil Mask of Change. This makes no sense to me, incidentally, but apparently it's there. And then you also get yourself a little Ogerpon coin and a bunch of packs. It's not the hardest thing to find right now. It does seem to be fairly readily available. Yes, you'll have to go to a reseller or import it from Japan using a proxy address. It's not the easiest thing, but I think it makes a very cool showpiece in your collection. It's something I have picked up and I would recommend. And then the Battle Master decks, Charizard and Chien-Pao. These are basically the Japanese equivalent of League Battle decks. They come with alternate arts of Charizard and Chien-Pao, and I just think these are really nice products. They come with sleeves as well, and these are unique kind of products that are a little bit cool. Do you need them in your collection? No. Are you going to play with them? Not unless you go to Japan. But are they very cool products nonetheless? Oh my word. Yes, that's what I'm putting as my Wassy picks. I feel good about them. So there we go. there you have it. Those are the best Pokemon TCG products to buy right now or in the near future. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what your picks would be. Tell me where you come down on the ones that I've chosen. Tell me if there's other things I should have put on here instead. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.